Guys, we're back in the shop. It's been a while since we posted a video. As you remember, we took this car to Tucson. We just couldn't get it to go down the track, so we gave up. We got a little burned out on it. But a little update video, and then we're gonna switch gears a little bit today. So this is the engine that's going back in this car. This is the block from this car, but we have a new head from a different car and new pistons and rods from another car. We are using the same crank. We've just been putting cleaner things on. Now we have the Cometic multi-layer head gasket. Yeah. So, but just an update on this. We're getting it back together. This is what we're going to work on today. This is a 2004 645 CI, also known as the e63. If you don't know anything about them, I don't know a whole lot about them either. But we're gonna put coilovers on it and make the exhaust louder. So stay tuned and watch. Yeah. Okay. So these are the coilovers. We got some Megan Racing. Look like they're 36-way adjustable, or however many ways Megan decides is adequate. So, coilovers. Throw them at the car. Another thing, have you guys been wondering about these things? Keep wondering. No, I'm just kidding. So, this is my 95 R33 GTR. It's cool. I like it a lot. And then that's my 92 R32 GTR. We blew the engine up, bought it from HP Logic, and we blew it up on the way back from HP Logic. Nothing, wasn't their fault. It just got some bad E85 with some water in it and melted a couple pistons. So just getting a new engine. Anyway, garage updates. So there's an engine. I don't know much about these cars, but I'm guessing by looking at this that this is an N62. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah! It's Diego's car, by the way, not our car. But N62 probably makes around 315 horsepower.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Look at that, it's like a no thing. Anyway, first thing we're doing to drop things is take these 13mm nuts off the top of both strut towers. Drop the suspension up. Cool. Nuts off. Alright, so we got those top nuts off the top hat studs. And then now there's just 3 bolts that we have to pull out. Or 2 bolts. An 18 with an 18 nut on it on the back side that actually holds the strut clamp in. And then one on the front that holds that bracket to the strut. So now that those are there, you can just dangle these things out of the way. And then literally, she should just come out.
In theory.
This is identical to E39 knuckles?
This is a pretty exact setup to E39.
Don't fuck up his paint.
So we got the old stuff out. This is the stock suspension setup. Very straightforward to get it out. If you'd like to get some visual, come over here and check it out. So you've basically got one clamping bolt right here. We use the screwdriver to open up the gap a little bit. And then you can drop your coilover in, put the bolt back in, bolt it into the top hat, and you're good to go. So that's how to do the fronts. Very straightforward if you guys are looking to put coilovers on your 645 CI.
Alright, so let's put it back on. Now we got the top hat screwed back in. And then while he's tightening the clamp bolt, we're holding it up with the jack so that it's fully seated into the knuckle. Alright, fronts are on. We threw the wheels on that Diego had to go down here. He's going to have to do some spacers and stuff to get his fitment right. So now we're on to the rear.
This will help you visualize what we're looking at. So installation in the rear, very straightforward. 1 bolt, 3 bolts up top that you can access from the trunk.
The ones that are there are 13s, and then this should be a 19.
So if you would like to, for those of you doing this to your own cars, get a visual on which bolt to pull. It's this one right here. Unscrew that, comes out, take the 3 off the top, should fall right out. Back doing the rear of the coilovers on the 645. This applies to all 6 series of this generation. So what you want to do is you're going to remove the trunk carpeting, so the bottom that covers your battery and your tools.
The part we'll just apart is this
Yep.
part here that covers the rear fascia.
You can actually remove this with the tools that are in the BMW. It's just a couple of little screws. I literally just use the BMW toolkit. They're Phillips head screws. They've got little caps on them. So you'll look at them and they're just going to look like this. It just has a little plastic piece over it. Pop this off and then you'll get access to the screw. And then once you get all those screws out, you're going to move on to this side piece here. And this is what's going to give you access. And Chris pulled out all of the clips right here. We left this side on so you can see them. There's clips up here. You want to remove these. And then on the left side at least, oh no, okay, it's on both sides. There is a luggage hook and you're going to need a T40 Torx in order to remove that. So you can probably get it around it, but we didn't want to damage the carpeting. So I removed this. It was really easy. So pull that out and then you can pull this entire piece out.
At the top around this, the trunk hinge, there's this little plastic clip that's just in there. Just pull it apart, and then when you put it back together, you can just push it back.
Slides into itself. So once that's removed, you're gonna come in here, and this literally just folds out of the way, and that gives you access to the nuts. And once you take those 3 off, we've already removed the lower bolts, which was an 18. Very easy. Remove these 3. They're 13 millimeters. And your strut will drop right out, and then you can plop your new coilover in. So right now we're going to get the exhaust note before we ruin this car. And then we're going to ruin it, and then we'll show you what it sounds like when it's broken. Because Diego wants to break his car. I'm just kidding. We're cutting the mufflers off it. We're going to do a muffler delete. It's super advanced technology. So we wanted to see what it would sound like before and after.
Put on the brake.
Yeah. Getting on this pretty leather. Alright. Alright, that's before. Ripped it. Alright, so this is a 645 CI with no mufflers. Still has stock cat, stock resonators. All we did was cut those off. It sounds really good.
It won't rip past 4, will it?
No, it's a cool down mode or whatever. Have that fire.
Welding. Don't want to look at it, so we're using.
Don't look at the welding.
So we're using front-facing camera.
Welding.
Look ready.
We also got Slurpees.
Did you put Slurpee in my hair?
No?
What was that?
It's probably
It's slush.
rolls.
Steers alive. You haven't scraped anything yet. Rear suffering to Oh, I think you're actually good, dude. You get stuck? Do not do the things that we do. Do not try the things that we do. Do not binge drink. It's not good for your health. Do not smoke. Don't drive fast. Don't wreck cars. Don't do burnouts. Wear your ear protection. Don't do burnouts inside. Really just don't do anything that we do. Live vicariously through us and let us die early so you can live longer. Cool.